Welcome back, everybody. Good to be here. As you saw today, our thumbnail is very serious, very spooky, very scary. Bitcoin and the crypto market has put on a ton of gains. And if you ask me, there's a ton more gains to be had in the future. But is the rally over for right now? Is it doomed? Is Capo and Savvy and Gareth, are they all correct? Is Bitcoin going to zero? Find out more at some point in this episode. Good to be back, guys. Smash the like button and subscribe. We got like 150 here just waiting to start up, and you gotta love it. We are live on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Join us over on youtube.com/TomCrown. Jump in the Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown. Check out our sponsor, links in the video description below, Femex. Make sure you've liked and subscribed, and let's jump into the content, because I know you're ready. Looking into the week ahead, we have, let's see, let me just pull it up. Let me pull it up for you. We have some macroeconomics, some important things of note that may impact our trading this week. Let's take a look here. On Monday, not much. I guess it's a Singapore holiday. Shout out to everybody in Singapore enjoying the day off. Love you, fam. Tuesday, an India holiday. It's a holiday kind of week, as the day after Wednesday is actually a Brazilian holiday. Shout out to our Brazilian fam and Indian fam. On Tuesday as well, we have some pretty big economic data coming out. Man, this is not as clean. Let me throw it this way. Hold up really fast. There we go. Got some big numbers coming out that are likely to impact not only the economy, but the Fed, their decisions moving forward into December, etc. We have CPI at a 0.3 core prediction month over month, 0.1 year over year, 3.3. We also have Japan's gross domestic product on Wednesday. We have GBP CPI, so we have low Euro CPI, USD retail sales, producer price index, crude oil inventories. On Thursday, initial jobless claims. On Friday, Euro CPI again, and USD building permits. These are big pieces of data. We don't follow them super closely, though we do like to keep an eye on them. What, maybe even just for a timeline of what days this week we might expect to see some volatility, we might expect to see some spice. And this week does not look like it's going to disappoint yet. Make sure this is all set up. I think it's all set up. 300 viewing, hell yeah. Data, exactly. We will be getting the data that Trapao will conveniently lose by the next FOMC meeting, and he'll be looking for that data again. So we got some real spicy stuff going on here. I'm going to start with the dramatic Bitcoin weekly chart pulled up. No comment. Nice and dramatic. Stocks were on my mind all weekend. We were looking for a very long pattern. We entered a short, hypothetically, back in October. That short played out great, but stocks have since shown some strength that I won't lie, I was not expecting. We're going to take it one day at a time, but stocks doing great. The S&P 500 actually above October's highs after setting lower lows in September. Really breaking out of what looked really bad. We had potential head and shoulders set up that did dump. We had a back test of the neckline. We saw lower lows. This V-shaped recovery we noticed, I think last week, caught our eye. That is actually very strong. We said, man, this is getting very good. So we did see a little bit higher. Friday closed crazy strong for stocks. Crazily strong. In the last hour of trading, I believe, managed to pull those gains back up and close higher than it has since September of this year. Is the pain over? Well, I'm going to give you the answer you don't want, the answer that's so unsatisfying, but the only correct answer. Of course, no one knows the future, guys. I just do my analysis here. I share with you my insights, and hopefully we can get a trading edge. That's our only goal. However, this is at just the craziest, critical breaking point. Let me even just throw this chart away really fast so that we can have a clearer look here. I want you guys to see what I'm seeing. Let me get rid of almost everything here. There we go. Let's make this a little cleaner. There it is. S&P 500 looking at price action on a low time frame, down on the hourly. from November to, looks like March of 23, we had an ascending low trend line. From July to September of 23, we had a descending high trend line. S&P 500 broke out of this, hit a lower low, looked terrible, and has managed somehow against all odds to sneak right back up into here. Last week, tapping that ascending low trend, breaking structure before jumping into the wedge. Like, look at how close this is. We can go down to like the 5-minute. Friday literally closed, gap down this morning, touched the bottom, back at the top here. This is explosive. I'm not a huge stock guy. I don't really care if they go up and down, but it's exciting from a chart perspective. You're right there at your descending high trend. I've actually looked at the retracement. Maybe I can throw this on here. There we go. Right at your 618. Like, everything on this chart to me is saying stocks are about to go nuts or they're about to take a giant dump on markets. Now, again, I don't follow stocks that much. I don't really have any skin in the game. But kind of looking at some of the stuff, shout out to the patrons. On Patron Night Friday, we had a great time. You should sign up. Get learned, not burnt. Join our Patron group. But we're talking about this, and basically what we might be seeing is in the past, Bitcoin has bottomed out, like in March of 2020, and typically topped out earlier than stocks, making it a leading indicator on stocks to some degree. I don't know if I feel confident enough to say this or draw this conclusion for you, but I'm just going to throw it out there. Bitcoin has been putting on gains. It's been breaking to higher highs. Maybe it's front-running stocks again. And what would drive that home for me today would be to see the S&P 500, NASDAQ, Dow put on some serious gains here. Break out of this descending trend line, your 618 retracement, everything sitting right here, breaking out and heading towards, let's say, 4,500. That would put it in a really great position. This could be a very strong bottoming pattern. We did last week kind of go over this possibility of, well, maybe we see another higher low before moving in. But with today's price action, if stocks can hold up in here, things are looking very good, and we may not be looking for that higher low. Pretty spicy stuff. In fact, I'd say very spicy stuff. Very, very, very spicy. So let's jump to the main topic, though. Bitcoin, everyone's looking at it right now. Well, not everyone. It seems that retail is still mostly out of the picture. Quick check-in, guys. Has anyone who has no experience in crypto texted you and asked you about buying Bitcoin or whatever in the last, let's say, 5 days? Anybody? Please let us know. We need the early warning signal. And as a group, we can figure this out very early. Very early. Yes? No? Yes? No? Not yet. I still have only had one friend, and that isn't a complete non-crypto person. I only had one. That person has been around for many years. They kind of jump in and out, and I don't view it as really a negative sign that they message me, because they usually do start getting excited before things get spicy. Nope. Good. Good. Keep it that way. If anybody asks you, just stick your fingers in your ears, pretend you didn't hear it. It's for the good of everyone. It's for the good of everyone. We're going to get through this. So let's take a look. We always like to zoom out here when getting perspective on the year. Quite a nice yearly candle, 121% for Bitcoin. Last year's open sitting at 46.2K, right around my target. Since last year, for this year, 48,000. I'm still looking for it. We've got only 1 month and 20 days to go. It actually seems like that time's really quickly fading away. Wow, where does the time go, fam? Where does the time go? We're just going to really kind of casually construct a chart as we go. 6 month, really the same target. Let's look at the quarterly just to disconnect from the recent gains, because these gains have felt great and have been remarkable. However, getting wrapped up in that feeling or getting wrapped up in the excitement is just as dangerous as getting wrapped up in fear. And so when we zoom out, we can get a less biased, a less emotional, a less triggering view of the chart. And so when we do, we see, well, this is pretty exciting, but this candle doesn't make me, I don't know, want to make dumb decisions like a bender on tequila does. It just looks a little bit more calm, a little bit more rational. So just throwing on levels here as we go. This is looking very nice. This quarterly could not have asked for anything better, honestly. Quarterly, 6 month, and yearly going to wrap up in December. No surprise to anybody, but why not? Here we are at 36.6, and I'll be damned how many people would have believed that at the start of this year that we'd be trading up here. Good stuff. Good stuff. Where are we? just in our retracement, pretty close to our 618. If we look at our monthly here, January and February, we had a little support right here, 38.5. It seems like that's maybe the resistance we're running into at the moment. But we haven't fully reached that 618. I think we will. I'm going to get rid of this one, actually. I think we will. Let me finish up here with Bitcoin. Are we retracing? Are we going down? Really quick, let's see if the weekly has changed. Same threats. Weekly looks strong to me, but has the same threats we've looked at last week and seemingly into this week as well. Nice strong indicators on our weekly, but our VWAP, or our yellow little blob here, trending back down to that 0 line. Even though momentum is still moving up, and money flow, which are stronger signals when combined, likely than VWAP. However, VWAP is not to be ignored. Typically, when we see this happen, we see some kind of pullback on the move. And looking at the weekly candle, it's hard to judge. It's hard to judge as to like where or what that might be. We could say maybe the open of last week sitting at 35K wouldn't be a bad target. We're at 36.6 after trading to 38, so maybe that is the pullback, but I kind of doubt it. Kind of doubt that one. The weekly has no bearish divergence on its highs here. It is clear sailing to the upside. I do not think that this rally is over. MACD, 1, 2, 3, now 4 potential weeks of increasing buying momentum, still below the previous high of January, but that is boiling. It is cooking. It's looking very good. Throwing on Ichimoku cloud really quick. High above the clouds after seeing a upward bullish cross above the cloud. Brilliant. Pretty clear sailing here on the weekly Ichi. No cloud above. TK and KJ chasing price. That's a nice bullish trend. I like that. Man, nothing has changed. This weekend, literally nothing changed, did it? I like it. It's not bad. Zoom down to the day here. We have gone over the bear scenarios, looking for deeper retracements on Bitcoin. Basically, just looking at our lows and highs, identifying our major levels. Our 618 down there at 29.2, our 0.5 hovering at about 30.5 or 30.4. Looking for an entry on Bitcoin. If it comes, probably not a bad one. Probably a pretty strong one, actually. We throw on our 200-week moving average. There we go. It continues to climb up and reach towards our 618 retracement at 29.2. This is now the minimum or the line in the sand for me. I've been saying when I will get bearish or bullish. We've been bullish since the 200 broke, and I will get short-term at least bearish again if we close candles below the 200 weekly. That is currently at 29.2, and my confidence in that not happening is actually pretty strong. I don't think we see that. I think it's more likely if we are going to trade below there to move up again first. That's just my 2 cents. Daily does have some issues as our highs moved up here. We do have bearish divergence on them. RSI failing to set higher highs with price. However, it is staying overbought. I like that. I rant about overbought, oversold all the time. This is what we want to see in a bullish trend. We want to see overbought. We want to see it remain overbought and stay there. This is the first rally, I want to say. This is probably the first rally all year that didn't instantly get nuked, pretty much. Our rally in January, pretty rough once we got to the top there. Higher high, pretty rough. It seems that most of these rallies, you know what I don't love here? I just noticed a little fractal potential. I'm going to throw out the idea I just had. You know, this looking kind of similar to price action right now. What do you guys think? Let me make this more visible for you. Looking actually uncomfortably similar to price action. There are some differences, I will concede, but that does actually look kind of the same. You have to use your imagination, but you have a very vertical rally that consolidates, a very vertical rally that consolidates. It breaks to a higher high, breaks to a higher high, and then comes back down. That looks similar, but things looking similar doesn't mean they're going to happen, but it is something to keep an eye on, or at least be aware of in our trading. And let me see, actually. Let me see what we might look for here. Things that might tip us off that it's happening again. You came up. Ascending channel like we're in. All right. Actually, this is pretty clean. Ascending channel. Break to the upside. Back test the high trend. What we look for this pattern to resolve to the upside. Except instead of resolving to the upside, fell right back down to the bottom of the channel. Looks like it made it back to the middle before well, spending a bunch of weeks doing nothing. So if we were to repeat that just as an exercise in our brains to get our chart brains going today, what would that look like? And what should we be aware of? Well, we might already be aware. We might already be. A little bit less clean here for sure. A little bit. Let me make sure these are snapped. We're going to do Bitcoin. And then, of course, guys, like we're finishing up with Bitcoin here. Won't be too much longer. We're going to get into your favorite alt charts. We're going to be taking a look at everything that's moving, all the best of the best. So make sure you've liked and subscribed. Sit back, roll one if you got them, crack a brew. We're not going anywhere, baby. Well, this is uncomfortable. We do have what kind of looks like the failed back tests here. We closed candles above the trend, tested it twice. Today we are at a lower low. Man, not ideal. Not ideal. Bottom of our channel sits at 35K, so for that to replay. Man, I made a bearish thumbnail, a clickbait thumbnail, and all of a sudden now I'm finding bearish stuff. Uh-oh. The power of suggestion is real. It's very real. Where in the F is my thing? There we go. Bars pattern. Let's copy this. See what this looks like. It kind of does look similar. I don't like it. Of course, patterns, similarities don't guarantee or dictate that things will happen, but there's something to keep an eye on, and this can give us trading validation and invalidation levels. Basically looking something like this. We would look for that fall to 35K, a return to what looks like around 36.5, lower high, and then the trailing, the bleeding. I do not really think this is going to happen, but if it does, I guess it's really not a bad thing anyway, as price never really went anywhere significant. It was just boring before moving higher. And, if this is a fractal, it is likely to not take as long as the previous iteration of it. That's a characteristic of fractals. Interesting. Interesting. What do you guys think of it? Too bearish? I kind of like it, though. I don't know if I'll bet on it yet, but I kind of like it. It would suggest something like this. Like that. We'll see how we like that as time goes on. Daily shown some signs of weakness, or at least signs of the trend slowing on the time frame here. The VWAP down, money flow coming down, lower high in momentum. See this 12, kind of the same thing. Kind of the same thing. Don't love to see it. Bearish div on lower time frames on your highs. Interesting. What do you guys think of this? Curious. Honestly, with all of these charts and all of the trading we do, I am trying to make time to bring back or take moments to reflect on the good, successful advice that I got while I was new and what made me successful in crypto. And now is a great time. So this pattern looks really cool. I think I can make a lot of great clickbait with it. I think, Savvy or somebody could run with this and enjoy it. But at the end of the day, this is just a projection. It's just an idea. No one knows, literally no one knows if Bitcoin is about to just explode or dump or go sideways. We're all just trying to find a probability and to trade it for profit. No one knows the future. And that being said, in my experience with crypto, the single most successful strategy I have ever seen, not only for myself, not only what I did, but for thousands of people in this community, is to DCA Bitcoin. Not financial advice, because I can't give it. I'm not a financial advisor, but this worked for me, and I've seen this work for thousands of people. It is not really a sexy concept. People don't love this idea, but I have never seen a strategy that is so simple, be so successful in crypto, or let's say just in life in general. Nothing seems to return what crypto does. And so when you succeed in crypto, it's like succeeding in everything. I do want to caution you, while it could be tempting to DCA in altcoins or new projects as you chase big gains, I would personally not go that route. Bitcoin being honestly the only thing that I would DCA in. If I had to, maybe I could allocate small percents to altcoins or something, but weathering the volatility storm over time, Bitcoin's going to be your best bet, hands down. There are many different takes on DCA. We won't get into them today. We've talked about them before. If you want to learn more, you can join the Patreon. But gotta push it. Gotta say it. It's not for everyone, but it certainly has worked for everyone that has stuck to it, made a plan, stuck to it, and didn't give up. At this point, even if you started DCAing at the top at 69,000, you'd still be in profit now. It's a powerful tool. It's how I started. It's how most of the successful people I know started as well. Let's look at the dollar for our little macro update here. We looked at stocks and Bitcoin. We're going to look at the dollar quickly. The dollar closing lower, nice. Right under resistance of last week. Could be a sign of weakness in the dollar. God, I hope so. But I've learned my lesson calling this before it's cooked, man. The dollar is the XRP of Forex, in my opinion. That's an inside joke. Don't take offense. Does look like we have a little rejection from that level that we identified on Friday, 105 to 106. Got to see it trade below 104 to really get a retracement going. It's not quite there yet. This can still play out as many different patterns. I could see a falling channel here. Could see maybe a microphone of some kind painting. So many potential patterns. Man, the dollar is a tricky one. It's a tricky one, dude. Every single time I think, okay, it's finally time to retrace. It's finally time to go up to 109. It doesn't. And then every time I think, all right, we're dunking now. We're going under 100. It doesn't. I don't know. I have my alerts set closely. I'm going to be watching that 104.69 nice level this week. Trading below, likely to have an upside pressure on equities, commodities, crypto, etc. If we see the dollar break out to new highs, new quarter, whatever, highs are towards that 109 level, likely to see down pressure just on markets in general, almost no matter what they are. Though we have seen Bitcoin less and less respond to what seems to be the rest of the markets moving, and I am just fine with that. I think that's pretty great. I'm going to set a really quick S&P 500 alert here because it might go off while we stream. The closeness of this is insane. Like, it's just insane how small the margin or the edge is here. And it's just flirting with it. Just flirting. We're going to jump into alts here. However, what is this one? We're going to jump into alts here, however, and we're going to do a low time frame on Bitcoin. However, first, I want to see who's here in the chat today. See what you guys are looking at. What's good, etc. How are you feeling? I should throw a poll up too. Let me really quickly pull this up. We have 730 viewers. Hell yeah, fam. Love it. I love to see the energy come back. I love to see the eyes come back. That was what was really great about Patron Night, actually. We had not so many new patrons because we just started this back up, but so many returning OGs, guys. That's the real value. It's not even me. The real value is being around these successful crypto people and just listening to them. That is how I was successful. I just listened to the people who already were and said, all right, if I can emulate them, then I'll probably be all right. And it was awesome to see people come back. Loved it. All right, pulling up the chat here. Who's here? What's up, Hossaface, TM, Moggy, Dave, Jack in the Crack, Susie Bonham. How you doing, Susie? Susie says, smash the like. Listen to the lady. Smash those likes. What's up, Carping Qualities? You're here smoking runts. Giggity. That'll be me after the stream. Lazy. We can get 420 likes today with your help, and I believe in you. What's up, Carlos Lopez? Hango1. Pickle, my man, is here. Moggy. Do you guys like the thumbnail? Moggy is like mostly responsible for this thumbnail. Shout out to her and her skills. What's up, Ron B, Donato Cabrera, Dale Russell, Ordinals, finally looking like a retrace is coming. I mean, a retrace just across the market is like the next logical move, right? It's what we've been conditioned. We've been conditioned over all this time to fade every move to the upside, every bounce, every rally. We expect to sell off. And I think that is a self-preservation thing that we picked up. It's not a bad thing. However, there was times before where every rally got sold. Every bounce got sold. Until they didn't. Don't get caught on the wrong side of the trade. The worst thing I think possible is to sit out the bull market. Sitting out the bear market's not bad, but sitting out the bull, and especially the beginning of the bull, is very hard to recover from. Destructive says DCA weekly or daily. I could talk about DCAing all year. I could speak for hours on this topic and different strategies, different approaches. I would love to, and that's definitely stuff I'll talk about in the patron. What is it? Friday. We're gonna have another patron, not a patron night, but a different kind of night, more educational. How I did it, etc. Many different ways to do it. The only important thing to answer destructive for you and anyone else wondering about DCA, the only important elements is 1, you need to plan this out, meaning you need to look at your budget. You need to look at your income and your expenses and see what money you will always have at the end of your paycheck. That is the only money you can use to DCA. Because if a time comes where you can't DCA, it's weird, but it almost always seems to be at the lowest prices, and it always seems to be at the worst time. So you need to make sure you're able to commit to it. Then you need to commit to it, step 2. Only you can hold yourself accountable. And then you just need to pick whatever time frame or frequency works for you. Could be monthly. I don't know if you get paid monthly. Maybe that makes sense. I like to do things weekly, but that makes the math a little more complicated. It doesn't matter. It could be daily. It could be, 25 cents daily, or it could be $2.50 every 10 days. It does not matter. The only thing that matters is consistency and planning and the ability and drive to stick through it. That's it. That's all she blows. Giggity goo, man. I got sidetracked. It was a good question, though. I'm going to refresh the chat. I missed a bunch of your messages, guys. If I missed it, it's not personal. What's up, Consequences? Sharknado. MATIC, 3 cents. MATIC, $3. There is no second best, Alex Wells. That's one of the maxi things I don't really understand. Wait, what does that mean? Of course, there's always a second best. I don't understand that. I think Bitcoin is in a league of its own, which maxis would agree with. I don't know. Second best, it's all that tribalism. Screw that shit. If you partner with Crypto Lifer, will that make us all Crypto Crown Lifers? Could. Shout out to Sam. Love the guy. We're going to put together some kind of collab this week, I believe. We'll be working the details out after the stream. What's up, Mountain Man? Muhammad, Kazi, UDCA Daily? You Chad. You're Chad. Trade Intuition. Where have you been, brother? Good to see you. I added you on Discord and tried to message you, I think, on Twitter a while ago. I haven't heard from you. Glad you're checking in. Glad you're doing all right. MATIC $1. We'll look at MATIC. Thoughts on Chainlink? We'll look at Chainlink. Upstate New York. What's up, Crypto Legion? What's up, Optical Art Steve, man? You miss Bull Tom? What Tom is here now? The thumbnail. It's still Bull Tom. It's just clickbait Bull Tom. I love that thumbnail, dude. It's awesome. I wish the markets were actually crashing so I could use it in the right time. I'm always bullish, right? I'm no more bullish or less bullish than I was at the start of the year, really. But I'm cautiously. I have a few things I'm looking out for before I get all in crazy. Just trying to keep everyone level-headed, not making bad moves, just keeping those emotions neutral so everybody can be as successful as possible. What's up, Tiago? How you doing, man? Mighty. Let's go, man. Shout out to the coffee drinkers. I wish I could drink coffee. It gives me heartburn. What's up, Cody Codes, Lee Cable? Actually, friends with your portfolio. Have you been checking up on it, refreshing it? Me too. XRPP and PP. Good morning from Oregon. What's up, Oregon? Crypto needs a Red Bull Joker. We're gonna look at Link. Don't worry, man. Let's see what else. French toaster. You DCA before you pay your bills. Then you eat ramen. Wouldn't recommend it, man. Wouldn't recommend it, but as long as you made a plan, stick to it. It's all you. Go hold your coins. That is not DCA, says J Bella. I don't know what she's talking about. Oh, French toast. I don't know. You can live off 3 months of saved cash. Well, Bean Juice, I did start that with look at your budget. Understand your budget, which I'm not going to give us a full lesson here. But if you have a budget, those are things already kind of baked into that. Those small trades. I don't know what you're saying, Jay Bella, but what's up? What's up, Drift Man? Morning, TC. Good to see you. You try to make yourself absolutely broke for years. I've done that too, man. I've done that too. My first few years in crypto went exactly as everyone else's. Don't worry. Worst in Bruges. You're buying Pepe. Good luck. What's up, loading name? Crazy busy. Good trade. Glad to hear that. Ordy looks insane. We could probably chart Ordy. Rank Brain is selling everything. Go for it, dude. What's up, Redman? Alts and Bitcoin sideways means? Well, we've seen Bitcoin move up. We've seen Bitcoin kind of stall at, price point, typically, or how we've seen other cycles play. And then we've seen alts make crazy gains and catch up. Getting very reminiscent of previous bull runs, I'm not going to lie. Merlin thinks ICP will surprise people. Pit stop on Matt S. That is definitely possible. What's up, VZ Fat Cat? What are we doing? THC-based oil tincture cures heartburn. I wish, man. I wish, Dave Digital. I appreciate you. I wish, but it does not. It does a lot of things, but Tums cures heartburn. Black Swan. That's the thing about Black Swans. You never know until they're over. And if you knew, then it wasn't a Black Swan. It wasn't a Black Swan then. Let me zoom in. What do we got? It's like just like our hourly fair value gaps. Let's just throw them up here. That fair value gap was filled. 36.4. Hoping to catch some bids before then. That wick, I love this wick. We had this giant selling event, well, giant, but large, violent selling event that just got bought up and now prices sideways. If this was 2022, it would have barely bounced. It would have set a lower high and just kept dumping. Like, we saw that happen over and over again. This is the first time we've seen the wicks defended, and I like that. It's bullish. It's bullish. What's up, Malik? Neil? USD gonna collapse someday. Someday. BTC moves cannot be predicted. Nothing. The future can't be predicted. It can only be guessed, right? Lame duck. What do I think about OP? OP's moving. We'll look at OP. It's my opinion on Crow. Crow's moving. We can look at Crow. Max Payne seems up. I'd agree, Bad Baptist. I'd agree. If you have 50k cash, do you still DCA in? Well, you're better off than most people. Doesn't really make a difference. You don't have to DCA, but DCA is just by far the most successful approach I've seen to entering Bitcoin, to entering crypto. Hands down. The advantage of a DCA is that it's so methodical and robotic that there's very little emotion or attachment involved. So if you have 50k, and that's like all of your money, I'm not saying it is, but let's just say it is, and you throw it all into Bitcoin, what happens if the price goes down? You're probably going to have an emotional response. And when I say probably, you will. You will. If it goes up, great. Genius. But markets don't just go up or down. They go both directions. So you're almost certainly setting yourself up to be in a position where you feel a strong emotional pressure on yourself. That's why I think DCA is just smarter. It's just a smarter move. If I had a lot of cash, I didn't want to talk about this, but I guess I will because it's just such good stuff. If I had a big stack of cash and wanted to enter crypto, what I would do, let's say I have $37,000, right? And I want to put it all in Bitcoin. What I would do, not financial advice, and this might sound crazy, but what I would do is I would put a limit order for a $1,000 buy, every $1,000 down to like zero. And I'll just see what fills. You're accepting that you're not going to get all that money in, but what you're also accepting then is downside price action is not going to get you riled up. It's not going to get you stupid, making dumb decisions. You can actually like root for it because you're filling lower and lower. Worst case scenario is you really don't get any fill. And that is possible, but I would say unlikely. I still think DCA is better. It just takes all the pressure off. It takes all of the skill. There's no skill. It's just dedication. It's just commitment. I guess there's some discipline involved. We can look at Ator and Solana. We got a lot of stuff. People do ride them all the way down. 37 is a very specific number. Yeah, I just chose it because we're at like 37, so it'd be like 1,000. DCA all the way. Guys, there's no way to do it, only way to do it, right? There's so many different approaches, and I've gone on for hours about how I DCA'd and how I tweaked it to the way I liked it, using my cost basis. But There's no one way to do it. The only thing I would suggest, and hopefully you can kind of read between the lines, is DCA has such strengths because it's able to really remove that emotional attachment and that emotional response to price. It makes you kind of excited in either direction. Yay, it went up. Yay, it went down. It doesn't have to be DCA, but any strategy that can put you in that mindset is going to make you more successful without a doubt. Without a doubt. If you put all your money in right now and it goes down, you're going to freak out. You're going to lose money. You're going to lock in those losses. You're going to think you're stupid. You're going to beat yourself up. Don't make this hard. Crypto is already one of the hardest things in the world to profit from. It sounds crazy. Percentage-wise, way more people get wrecked than profit. Make it easy. That's all you have to do. Set yourself up for success. Don't throw yourself onto the fire and hope you don't burn. Set yourself up for success. You can do it. You can do it. All right. I don't want to keep her in too much. These are not the droids they're looking for. Kind of want to put a poll up. Let's say this week for Bitcoin. I'm curious. Pump again. Sideways all week, baby. And then dump. I want to know what you guys think. It'll be important, the results here. It'll be important. 1000x leverage trades is the way. Tyron? Probably not, but you know what, man? Everybody, you do you. I can only show you I can only bring you to the water. I can't make you drink. What's up, Bud Monster? What's up, Josh? You DCA fiat into your portfolio wallet. Then you buy when you see a drop. Like I said, there are more efficient ways, in my opinion, to tweak DCAing outside of just whatever a timer. The great thing about a timer, though, and just a schedule, is that you don't have to think about it. You don't look at it, it just goes. And that can really support you. Can really help you weather storms better. There are more efficient ways. Like I said, join the Patreon if you want to ask me a bunch of questions about this. We'll talk about it Friday. Actually, that can be one of our topics. What's up, Tito? Paper Rudy can dump in 2 years. Pump the market, Tom. Can you guys hear the music, actually? Tell me if you can hear the music. I can hear it, but it's not super loud. We still have like 800 viewing, 280 likes, guys. Let's get those numbers up. Let's get 420. Make sure you've liked, subscribed, share the stream out so that more can come discover our ways. We are the greatest crypto channel on YouTube. I'm just going to start saying that now because I think we are. Who gets to decide? I do. I decide. What's up, MC Crypto Junkie? Subscribe during the live. Shout out to you, man. Viper, I missed that earlier, but I see it now. Becoming the bro on the membership. Nice, man. Welcome. Enjoy those emojis. Chris LaRusso, Martin Hovland, Prad Human Sony, SNR Bros, Tight Jibsed, and Elizabeth W. All subscribe during this live stream. Love to see it. Keep them coming. Keep the likes coming. Keep the subscribes coming. You guys know the goodies. What should we jump into next? What's up, Orsan K? Can I say something about DYDX? I bought $25 worth of it, I don't know, like 2 years ago, and it's probably worth like $25. There's something. Lever says training by Audric. Lever, grok. SNX. I saw you, MCP. I saw the SNX request. TRB. Everybody will lost all money, says H. Guys, I'd be careful. I've never heard H say anything like that before. Link, you're in a bad spot, cheese sauce. We'll take a look at Link. Let's do it this way. Grok. All right, grocky, blocky, meme crap. You guys like crap coins. Honestly, I believe in you, and I think that you can like better coins. We'll chart Grok though. I'm sure we won't be able to do much with it. We'll look at Bitcoin. We'll do Ethereum. What about BNB? We haven't talked about BNB in a while. Hasn't moved much. XRP. We'll go down the list quickly here. Let's take a peek at Ethereum. Is it moving? Something tells me it is. Because I know it is. Ethereum trade slapped. Nice. Here we are. We haven't looked at this since Friday. We placed this resistance block. And man, look at that. Look at this little blocky. Ethereum reached up to 21.3, just below April's high. Wow, that's So close. Just below April's high into our resistance box. I actually like what I see here, though. Ethereum tapped the top or the high of the resistance, then fell, retraced over the last 3 days, and fingers crossed, at this point, not confirmed, but looking good, does look as if that resistance is being tested as support. Confirmation of Ethereum to continue to the upside, to head towards 2,500, to head towards 3,000, head towards 3,500. Easy. Just need to see a break. Just need to see a break. We can say of the high of 2 days ago, but really, let's just say of April's high, which is just high enough for our crew. Giggity, giggity. It's like 2150. So close. I love this. I love this. Let's just see the follow through here. Let's see the follow through. If we look at the Ethereum Bitcoin pair last stream, we caught this popping off, and pop off it has. It has. That day, I thought we actually tweeted the top of it. Closed 11% up against Bitcoin on, this is the 12-hour versus the daily. We can see even 0.55. This was resistance recently. Broken and potentially back tested here. Really the same thing. So we can see ETHUSD break 2150 or, and likely to happen under a little more cover or with a little bit less buzz, a little less hype. See Ethereum BTC trade above 0.58. This is very strong looking to me. You cleared longs. You technically held the low. You just green dildo candled up, came back to previous resistance. If you see a break of that high again, Ethereum looking very good into the 0.06s, and that's likely going to either front run the USD pair. Yeah, it's likely to front run the USD pair. Ethereum's looking very solid. Incredibly solid. I'll look at BNB quick just because we haven't. I have some weird thoughts about it. Talking about BTC pair, BNB with the lower high here again, not looking the best. I had this kind of thought the other day. BNB USD has been such an issue for me as a chart guy. I don't really care about BNB as a coin. Binance, is different. Don't really care about their coin though. This has been kind of freaking me out. I will say we have seen coins like Tron break out of this pattern. We've seen some other ones. That's just the first one that comes to my head. DOGE and something similar. A few others. Doing this lower high, flat bottom looking thing over the course of years. This was very threatening. The timing of this market upturn seems to be incredible for BNB. Like, BNB was in such incredible danger, even at the beginning of October. It has moved up. I mean, it's broken its high of late October. Hasn't really made much progress here. I'm actually going to set alert at 262. That will be prime. But if the whole market continues up, if Bitcoin maybe trades sideways, alts move up a little more, then Bitcoin moves towards 48K, alts chill out for a while. If we can continue on this course this year, the timing of this rally may be perfect to save BNB from what I had been worried about. Pretty rough collapse, like a potential to return to like $32. Currently trading at 245. Definitely want to see that alert go off and just have this high broken. Kind of the problem here, though, is I don't even know if I would feel really comfortable saying a high is broken until 350. That's a pretty big upside. It is weird, though, to me. This timing. Tinfoil hat. Is it manipulated? I don't know, man. What even is manipulation? We'll get into that another time. But this seemingly is saving it, and when we look at other charts, we have seen them resolve in ways we wouldn't expect. We were looking for maybe a dip down here. We've broken, almost broken, that descending high trend. It's not quite, actually. Let's see. Then we'll move on to XRP. Hype it up. Hype it up if you like looking at Ethereum or XRP or BNB. We're going to look at Solana probably after XRP. Look at Cardano, DOGE. Still under that high trend, but being resurrected, like being absolutely pulled from the potential grave there, BNB. It's actually pretty spicy. Pulling up XRP now. XR Pepe. Pepe. Crypto J is ready for the XR Pepe. Ooh. Not really what I wanted to see on the BTC pair. Did set a higher high. You are back to support. Like, that has to hold. That just, like, has to hold, or this looks really, really not so hot. Money flow on the day, though, does look good. Does line up with holding. Looks like we're seeing some bullish momentum continue to enter. Weekly, a little bit more bearish, though. I didn't actually expect that. Honestly, I kind of, looking at the weekly, think XRP BTC will return down here. Now, that's not a big move. It's not really anything to worry about. Just looking from, like, efficiency and chart point, we have a pretty glaring fair value gap there, with the weekly not looking super strong. That's only 8%. It's only 8%. It's not huge. You got to see that hold, though. If it doesn't reverse here like today, you got to see that weekly. Got to see it move down there and hold. Let's look at the dollars. Looking at the dollars, XRP being a little bit of a can't. Didn't quite hit 75 again. Dude, is this twice in a row? It's like 95 cents sniped us. This is why I bitch and moan sometimes about XRP. Just seems to snipe. Like, you see like an obvious resistance and it's like, nah, I'm just gonna get within a penny and then go back down. Not really great retracement there. Didn't quite hit resistance, came back to 66 cents. Did not really hold as support. We haven't seen our lows break, but again, we have this arrow here. 61.8 cents has been one of my favorite numbers on charts for XRP for a while. Maybe not the worst place to potentially enter. Sure, the bottom could be in here and this could just go up, but really down at 61.8 cents would be great. And even better, no guarantee this will come, but even better would be down here at like 56. We had this absolutely monster resistance. We were bullish on XRP on the chart regardless. Monster resistance at 54 cents. We did break it. We back tested it and moved up. We have some inefficiencies on our charts here. We only see a daily order block right around that 61.8 cent mark. And then just market inefficiency, just green candles up. So if the Piper does come, 56 cents. I'm actually going to, do I have an alert there? I do not. I'm going to set one. Actually, I'm going to set one higher. Might be a good entry. Might be a good entry. I like it. Save me some room. What? Stocks. Everyone loses their mind. True that, monkey. We can hear, but not super loud. I can turn it up. It's not really good music anyway. One sec. See, is that too loud? A little better? A little better. A little better. Let's look at Solana. I'm going to do Solana and then Doge really quick, and then we're going to get back to the chat. And then we're going to probably take some requests, see what you guys want to look at. Oh, Solana. Oh, Solana. Oh, yeah, Link. We got to look at Link. When is the retracement, Solana? I don't know. This price action, though, not looking too much different from this price action to me. Move up. Stop longs. Consolidate, move up. 48.52 was resistance that we were looking for. Not a bad spot to look for to backtest, but as you can see from our previous TA, right? I don't want to illusion anyone. I want you guys to think I don't know. Trying to sell you snake oil here. We've been looking for these pullbacks. We've been looking. We placed long, theoretical long trades pretty much at all of these. 25.31, 32.30, now 48.52. We have not gotten them. They have not come. Just like your girlfriend. They have not come. And as we say very often, though, it is better to miss the boat than board the Titanic. I still agree with that. Still agree with that, even though it can be painful to watch and sit through sometimes. Looking at our just local low to high, our 0.5 retracement right around there, 48.52. I think we could draw a box here and kind of say in this area, 46 to 48. Not bad. I guess my issue with continuously moving this goalpost up, right, is that as we stack these untested supports, it becomes less likely, in my opinion, to see just clean kind of kisses and moves. When a market doesn't get these pullbacks, it's making very inefficient price action to the upside. And the majority of the time, the market piper has to be paid. When you have inefficient price action, with, I want to say, 90% confidence, you see that price action filled back in at some point. It's never a guarantee. But the worry here for me is as we move these up, so you can see the next upside, we're looking for like 75. And I think if we go to the monthly, it's actually 100. Let me throw this up here. Link could trade to 100. 99.59 monthly support here, February, January of 22. Could. But then it also, of course, might do this. Like, it might then come back and hit all of those supports at once, find a bottom somewhere, reverse, and move up. So it is getting trickier, and each time we move this goalpost, we're basically taking on more risk. More and more risk. Each time looking higher and higher. Honestly, don't know when or if it will happen, but 25, 23, the original entry we set back down here, still looks the best. You have so much monthly resistance right there, not tested as support. No guarantees. But this is crypto, and you could easily see this move to 100 and then come back down to some pretty scary numbers. Obviously going to be tied with the rest of the market. If that's like Bitcoin moves to 48 and then to like 24, that's probably what you're looking at. But you can see, we just keep waiting for it. Keeps not coming. Kudos to people who bought some spot of SOL. I don't want to say kudos to people who longed it on the way up. I mean, it's great if you're in profit. I'm proud of you. But chasing this candle up, I've been seeing posts on Reddit, actually on non-crypto forums, on just trading forums, of people talking about trading SOL the last 2 months, how they've discovered a secret in trading that keeps winning, and all I can do is facepalm. It's like, dude, I've seen this over and over again. You're long in something that is inefficiently moving up, and that's going to keep working until it doesn't, and that's when you give all your gains back. Just be wary, be careful, be aware. I gotta stop saying weary or wary because I don't know which one's which. Weekly, definitely strong, but maybe a little bit of that retracement blood coming. Daily pretty good, but doesn't look like anything more than like November pullback this area. Let me finish updating the SOL chart, and then we're gonna go to the chat. We're gonna look at, I don't know, more esoteric stuff. You can call it like that. I really like 48. I really like 48.52. I have really liked all of them though. I'm setting my alert. Let me see here. S&P 500 snaking its way, shimmying its way out of this freaking triangle. I'm excited. That's the messy one. Here we go. Sneaking. That's some clean TA. That's something I do like about stocks. Charts are so much cleaner. Yeah, you got these gaps. It's ugly. I don't like gaps either. But man, things like are just so much cleaner. If this was crypto, if this was Bitcoin right now, instead of the S&P 500, guarantee you this is what would have happened. Something like that. Where you'd see like a rejection. It did have one, but more exaggerated. Then you'd see it blast through this triangle, wick, fall back below, maybe like reject off of it again to a higher low and like come back up. Like that would be what Bitcoin would do here. I think S&P is either going to just rip or rip. I don't think it's going to do any of the shenanigans of the crypto. All right. Let me look here really quick. We didn't look at DOGE. We could probably look at DOGE next. I want to read the chat and stuff. Let me see here. I see some good signs, but they're not like during this stream good signs. Like maybe 6 hours from now. Maybe as long as 12 hours from now. 4 hours still looking pretty weak though. Yikes. All right. All right. During this stream and into the next maybe hours or two, yeah, I'd be looking maybe for 36.4. Little hourly fair value gap fill there. I think I could place a long. I might take this one. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling by the end of the stream. 4-1. Yeah. My fib sense was tingling. The Fibaroon. Oh crap, I hit the buttons too many times. Alright. Kind of seeing like maybe a broadening pattern. Like if we just look at these local highs, and look at these local lows, maybe a microphone. I don't know. Ooh, we got more subscribers. What's up, Adam S, my guy? Adam S. Adams. Why didn't it play the alert, Adams? Technical difficulties. Adam S subscribes. Sveti69, nice. Losi, F3GH, MC Crypto Junkie. Love to see the new viewers, the new subscribers, the new fam, guys. Amazing. It's great to see people taking the first steps in just discovering crypto, getting into the space, understanding the value, the place in the future it has, and more importantly, I want to assume this for everyone, but it's great to see people who want to learn, want to educate themselves to improve their financial futures. And I'm not saying that even has to be through crypto, but I know in my experience and what I've seen in our community, the journey of understanding money, and crypto is a great spot to do that from. But understanding money, it's something we're not taught unless you grew up really rich and had rich family that could teach you. My OCD is triggering me there. I got to get that clipped. Great to see it. I knew nothing about money until I got into crypto. I didn't know everything about money day one, but I knew nothing. I grew up poor as F, and crypto changed my life. And I know it can do. I know it can do that for you too if you see where this is going. If you believe in it, I know it can do the same for you. It's great to see. What's up, Sirius? Getting that little emoji. If you have a membership, there's some emojis in the chat. You were taught at Burger King? There you go, Red Man. Me too. I worked at a gas station. What's up, Marcelo? What's up, Dale? Bitcoin next stop, 32.3. That's a big retracement. That's a big retracement. If we follow this bearish path that we painted out today, I mean, that would be probably like right around there. Probably right around there. Said 32.3. You see 32.5, maybe as low. I mean, I've been drawing this every day since we moved up. The reality is, though, we have been so conditioned to look for pullbacks over the last year and a half. Use your brains. Use your game theory here, guys. We saw something happen that largely, I think, was swept under the rug. I don't think people really cared to see this, especially bearish people. Do you guys remember on the 29th of October, the golden cross on the day? The one that, for whatever reason, people were pretty bearish on. Remember, oh, it always sells into the crosses, right? Price only went up. It only hit higher highs and higher lows. This is not a market that is snapping back down. That is, let's even say this is not a market right here that is behaving like it has behaved over the last year and a half, 2 years. I think everyone's looking for a retracement. It could come. It probably, I mean, I don't know. Looking at the past, it's likely to come. But something has me doubting. Something has me doubting. Or I guess better put, something has me wondering if we do see that retracement, like 32. As low as what, 30? I got rid of it. Something tells me that if we do see this happen, the move that like everyone's waiting for, right? Retrace. That we don't just bounce and go up. I think that we see either a prolonged sideways period or even maybe lower prices, some spookier levels. I don't know. I'm still of the opinion we're seeing 48K this year. Wasn't looking so hot. Wasn't looking so hot throughout Q2 and Q3, but now we're back on track, baby. Let me clean this chart up because I don't like how busy it looks for people joining who didn't see this constructed live. Here we go. That'll do. Let's leave it like this. It's not a great looking chart. I usually like them prettier. I like my pretty charts. Pretty charts are healthy. Pretty charts are healthy and happy charts. Keep your charts happy. Happy charts, happy life. There we go. A little theoretical long. All right, I'm going to refresh here. What are we looking at? 450 votes. Still 37% of us looking for a pump this week. 36 looking for sideways. 27 looking for down. That's pretty split. I like that. We're usually more one-sided. What's up, Jack? Gonna crack 20 years. It's time to blow off the dust. Get it, buddy. Link, ICP. What's up, Ronan? What are you looking at? Everyone wants it to go down. It will go up. Johnny B. That's kind of what I was saying is, I think everybody's looking for a pullback. Of course, we could get one, but if we do get one, I don't think it will be what they want. I think it will not be the bullish sign. You know, Link here, this is pretty spicy, actually. Link BTC, we looked at this on Friday, running into monthly resistance here. We've seen a little bit of retracement from that monthly resistance. This is Link versus Bitcoin, or Link's value compared to Bitcoin's value. And these charts will give you a better idea, especially in a bull market, of what is going up. Because when everything is going up, how do we decide if we're winning or losing, right? Outpacing Bitcoin. That's how you win this game. Interesting, though. Link BTC running into that monthly resistance. And if we look to our kind of shorter term TA, our Fibonacci extension, right to our 2 measured move. So we had confluence with the monthly horizontal and our 2 measured move using our Fibonacci extension tool. Now, Link so far zoomed in on the day has hit its fair value gap here. Its daily fair value gap. Not bad. This would be a great place to bounce. If it loses or closes its day below, let's say 0.004, likely seeing it retrace some more. On the day, we have a little bit of support right here locally from our daily order block. Might be a place we'd look to bounce. But since we have a little bit of a pullback here, I think that it might be time to throw up our Fib tool. Nothing really lines up. Nothing lines up. I don't like that. Maybe looking down here for the 618 gives us a bunch of potentials. RSI looks good on the day. Actually looks pretty good against Bitcoin, even down on this daily time frame. So what I originally wanted to say is, okay, Link is at monthly resistance for its BTC pair. Bitcoin putting the reins back on it as it reaches up. And coincidentally, Link also right there, $15, $15.15 was kind of where we were looking for an exact level. But I think we settled on an order block up here. Go to the month. Settled on this order block on the monthly. So what do we have? This is, I'm trying to expose you guys slowly to the BTC pairs and incorporating them into our analysis. Looking at Link, I wanted to say right away, I know Link is at a monthly USD resistance. It is. It is also at a monthly BTC resistance. So it's hitting resistance on both sides. It's being profits being taken on the dollar pair and the Bitcoin pair, and that puts kind of an compounding downside sell pressure on it. That does not mean the run has to end here. Does not mean it can't continue up. I'll say $30 probably be the next upside target if it can meaningfully make it through this monthly order block. Doesn't mean it can't. However, it does line up with what we've been looking for forever now. And hell, maybe we'll be wrong. I don't know. This is what the pattern typically dictates. We do see this happen more often than not, even at times when it seems like it won't. For the 8 millionth time, descending, broadening wedge, higher lows, broke out. Still looking for a backtest of that high trend back here at like 950. If you get skunked, maybe 1150. But still looking for the same move, and it's interesting because the monthlies on both charts do seem to be showing some resistance. And actually what's super cool here, I'm just going to nerd out as a chart nerd here for a minute, is if we look at the daily, actually see some kind of really similar looking stuff. The daily painted an order block before moving higher into that monthly resistance on the dollar pair and on the Bitcoin pair. Now it has come back on both the Bitcoin pair and the dollar pair to that order block, or to the fair value gap created there. I don't know if that's too much on a chart, but maybe you can see it. Order block, move higher, right there to where the Final candle of the order block open. That's the fair value gap. Wick. We have kind of conflicting ideas here. We're at resistance on the month for both pairs. Yet we have what I will say is, honestly, this looks like a decent setup. Like a decent trade. Stop loss might be a little heavy. Something like this. I don't usually do these, but I don't usually do these when a chart's doing this. We have seen a little bit of pullback. It is at a meaningful level. Maybe Link could be taken from 1460. I would say about to 17. For those of you a little less risk on 1645. Stop using November's low, 23rd, 1364. Not a great risk to reward, 2.5 to 1, but the trade's not bad. I think it could be done with a much tighter stop loss as well. I'm just going to leave it like this for the sake of the stream, though. Trying to move. Oh yeah, that short technically still open. This never filled, but we'll move it over. Did this fill? 1150, maybe it did. Wow, come on. My allergies are bad. If you took Claritin today, or Zyrtec, shout out to you. There we go. Much better, much cleaner. Perfecto. And then did that go away? There it is. Right there. I'll throw that in the Discord. Definitely join the Discord if you're not in it yet, guys. Best way to keep up with the live stream. YouTube will not always tell you when we're live. It's a shame. I wish it did. It doesn't always tell you when we're live. You don't want to miss out on our emergency spice streams at unscheduled times. Sometimes in the middle of the night, sometimes in the middle of the morning, sometimes on the weekend. Whenever things are getting spicy, we go live. And if you're not in the Discord, you're not getting those notifications, you might miss it. You don't want to miss it. All right, cool. Link, Sol, XRP, ETH. Stonks still looking good. I just closed it though. Bitcoin doing nothing. Doing absolutely nothing. I don't really want to look at AVAX or Blur right now. Ethereum looking good. Let's go to the chat again. Let's go to the chat and mine out some ideas. I see some super chats. Let me catch up here. Colorado Trader. YFI melting faces. Are you the guy who asked for YFI the other day? It is moving. It definitely made it past 6,500. Yep. Made it past 6,500. Made it past our measured moves. Let's see where we're at. Well, literally the worst time ever to long YFI right now, in my opinion. Literally. We have been getting bit in the ass by these shorts at resistance. This one's probably going to suffer the same fate. But why not? Why not? Let's see. Stop loss 11. Yeah. Stop loss above 11.3. Where would our downside be? YFI did melt. It melted though. If you go back and watch the stream, I don't know when it was last week. We looked at this. Maybe like the 8th or the 7th. Or like here's like the upside we're looking for. Here is the major resistance, 10.5. And the reason I remember that is because Bitcoin's major resistance also, or support, 10.75, so easy to remember. If it breaks, say that short gets stopped, you got a lot of inefficiency to go fill. Potentially a lot of inefficiency. This is no longer in play. This is unlikely in play. Here we go, something like that. You'd be looking at 1760. Now there is some slightly higher highs, some wicks. There is some selling pressure here. We're not totally out of the inefficiency. But it basically, I would say past 11.5. Right here. Very, very inefficient market. Straight down. No bounces. No buying. No trapping buyers. No baiting in sellers. Just down. Not a lot of profit takers sitting right there. We've seen a lot of charts have this kind of setup make it to these levels and I say, worst time to long it, only potentially short it, and then we get stopped out because we've seen these rallies. But we've seen a lot of them just rip up, like rip to that next resistance. If YFI could do it. Could do it. Probably the worst time to look to go long right now, though. Probably. If you were itching, maybe on the week you look for 9,200. That's a pretty weak pullback, though. It's not a big pullback. It's like 10%, 12%, 13%. Still would feel better than right here at 10.5. If I did have to FOMO, and I will remind you, almost every single one of these we've placed has gotten stopped. But if I had to FOMO, how would I play this? God, that's just so inefficient. I don't want to touch it. It's hot. It's hot lava, man. Maybe stop at 9.5, man. 9.5, which sucks because that's like 10% downside. So you got to get a 30% upside for a risk to reward that we like. 13.2. I think I'd feel better with the stop down here at 8, but that's like 20%, 21% downside. And then look to take profit. You can get a 2-to-1 at 15. That's probably going to have to be like a spot trade or something. But almost all of these we've placed have gotten wrecked. Be careful. It is exciting. It is exciting. What's up, High Phone? Subscribed here. Elijah? What? Ooh, there we go, baby. Elijah? My guy, I missed this 23 minutes ago. My bad. I'm such a bad streamer. Oh, I have the alert box muted. That's why. That's why I missed it. The very first new patron, Mr. Elijah Woodridge. We did Patreon for years. We kind of, as the bear market was in, it was just harder and harder, less interest, and we're starting to back up. And Elijah, you are the first to sign up under the new banner. Hell yeah, man! I love it. Hopefully, more people follow your lead here and sign up. We'll get a good group. Love it. With you signing up, now I actually have to like put my nose to the grindstone and figure out all the things I want to offer. You've inspired me, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hell yeah. What's up, Adam S? More subscribers. I love it. All right. I keep failing to read the chat. Roof Monkey, I am not your daddy. It's okay, though. It's okay, son. What's up, Japernicus? Scandalous. Does this make sense so you can see a better approach? You sold Bitcoin at the price of 26K after buying it at 17K. Well, buddy, you're up. You're doing better than most investors, right? How much are you up? You bought at the beginning of the year, I'd guess, and you sold at 26. You made 50%. Are you going to beat yourself up over a 50% gain? Here's a sad reality of Bitcoin. I know I was like, I'm going to read the chat. I keep getting distracted. Now I'm immediately going to get distracted. I won't go on too long. Here's the reality of Bitcoin. Those who have succeeded in the space, that have been in the space, essentially just stack Bitcoin. That's what I do. Stacking dollars, I mean, especially last year when the market was really crapping the bed, dollars can feel safe and it's nice. But stacking dollars may give you some dollars to play with. But over the course of time, the amount of people who are ever able to get as much Bitcoin as they originally had is very small. Meaning, you made a 50% gain in USD. Don't beat yourself up. But almost any time you sell, you should accept that you're probably never going to get that amount of Bitcoin back. It's very uncommon. If it does, you're killing it. That's why we love trading Bitcoin pairs, because it's a way to stack Bitcoin, to increase the amount. The goal is to, very slowly, over time, gain more sats. Then when Bitcoin has its runs, you have a compounding effect on your portfolio. The value of Bitcoin has gone up and the amount of Bitcoin you have has gone up, so it compounds in the gains. And that's when you see those really big gains. But very few people ever get back to the amount of Bitcoin that they had. Don't beat yourself up, though. You made money, man. Maybe Bitcoin will go back below 26K and you'll buy back in and out more. But I think you should make a plan. Number one. Coinbase commercial on CNBC. Sell everything. It's over. It's over. In Coinbase. What's up, Emmett Coily Glad to see the majority thinks pump. Now you think it's going to dump. Well, 600 people. And I will say that Sideways All Week, baby, also tied for pump. And this channel is unusually bullish. So I don't actually read it as that bullish of a result. A lot of the time in here, we'll get like 80% pump or something. Can we look at sushi? Hyofen. Have you subscribed? People keep asking about sushi. I don't know. EGLD we looked at. Is efficient price action what Litecoin did? Litecoin is probably the most efficient price action in the goddamn universe. Because you don't really see any of those big moves up or down, right? I would say incredibly efficient. Between 420 and let's call it like 30. Incredibly efficient. Whenever Litecoin does break, whenever it breaks to a new all-time high, goes into price discovery, it will never trade back down to these levels. That's of course my opinion, but never. That price action is so efficient. It is like a titanium chest. I don't know. Something. Bitcoin still being boring. Bitcoin DCA every day. I like it. EGLD. Yeah, let's pull it up. I don't want to do 800 charts because we got 600, 700 viewers. If we do 1 million charts, most people don't care about them. EGLD is looking pretty good. Following the doodle. I do like 3280 as an entry, but this doodle is looking pretty good. Could be looking as high as $75, $85 on EGLD. If we see a break of 53, take it. I'm gonna send an alert on this too. Kind of interesting. Close some of these tabs. Ethereum is catching my eye a lot more than usual. What? USDC Circle coin just showed up on your TV as I said it? Freaky, dude. Freaky. I trade alts to stack Bitcoin, baby. Baby. You're thinking about THETA? You know what? We can actually pull up THETA because THETA did hit our dollar target. Don't know if it went farther, but I did get an alert. That's pretty spot on. That's pretty spot on the money there. THETA reached to $1. Wow, $1.18 before selling back down. Not a lot of efficiency on the way up there. A little bit down here at 75 cents. Maybe 85 cents. Get rid of a lot of this. No real divergence on your highs. Things are looking pretty good. Little saggy daily. The entire market does have a little kind of sag to it right now. Little sag. Should be expected after such crazy moves to the upside. It's hard because when I say sag, what I'm really saying is the momentum we've seen is at such a pace, and that pace doesn't seem to be held. Like, doesn't mean it's negative, doesn't mean it's bearish or down or whatever, but it's not quite accelerating at the same pace. So I say sluggishness relative to the price action we've seen. I'm seeing that across the board, which does kind of bode for the well for the kind of wide retracement. THETA, honestly, this looks like a big old microphone. I wonder if it'll actually see another low. Are people still using THETA? I was one of the original THETA creators. True story. True story. We're all pickles. That's true. MATIC. Oh, yeah, MATIC. Tweeted yesterday that it's crazy that I bought MATIC at a penny. It's still crazy. Still crazy. It's one of my largest percent gainers. And even one of my largest just realized gainers as well. This looks a lot like BNB weirdly on the BTC pair. Definitely can see some more upside on its BTC pair. That is a nice little bullish piece of evidence as we open up the dollar pair. Dollar looks better than, actually, the daily looks better than most. VWAP's back at 0. Money flow's trending. It did not look bad. Let's look at where we are in price action. Beautiful. Beautiful. You can see these longs still patiently waiting. Move these all the way over. Just remember they're there. Nice little pullback at 85 cents. I still love this. This is some of my favorite price action for this entire like move is on MATIC. The move to 66.2 back to 62.68, 266, and then moved higher. It's some of my favorite price action. What's interesting to me here, MATIC did pull back at its previous high from July and has moved higher, kind of separating itself from some of the crypto market. What I like, let's see, is that it looks like you want to go to the next resistance, doesn't it? I think MATIC is going to $1. I think it's going to $1. I could see this trade. This is a little bit greedy of a trade. Let's see the R to R. The R to R is terrible, but maybe 85 cents. It wasn't fully tested today. If you see the rest of the market this week kind of struggle or move sideways or even down, bleed a little bit, may see 85 cents. That move to $1, maybe as high as $1.05. Pretty confident move, actually. I like that. I like that a lot. That's getting an alert, baby. MATIC look good. MATIC look real good. It's like 94, 95 cents here on the week. Actually, I like that. I'm going to round that to $1, but I like that. I like that it was the wick low in March. Wick low in April. You broke it, you back tested it, and that's what sent you on the dump. That's a meaningful level. It's like $1, maybe 94 cents. Something like that. You look at the monthly, though, and you think you really only have that 94 cents-ish. Double bottom there on the month. That was basically resistance on the month in 2020 before breaking higher. I'd say like $1. Then you have like $1.20, $1.60, $2.50, and then $3 all-time high. And then maybe you start doing moon math. I can't wait till we can start doing moon math. I love moon math, man. Moon math is the best. Using your bull market high to bear market low for this moment. The 1618 for MATIC would be like $11. How would you feel with an $11 MATIC? Maybe like peak of bull run. I mean, your measure moves at 28. That's a lot. How would you feel? Probably pretty good. MATIC is looking good. Let me really quick update myself on the corn. Has anything changed? A little bit, a little bit. A little bit. Things are looking a little better on the lower time frames than when we started. I like it. I like it. I'd said I see some good bullish things. However, they look like they're still a few hours away. Probably not during this stream. And they're slowly shaping up right on cue. Nice 45 rolling over. You're going to find bullish divergence on this low. On low time frames, your RSI's pulled down really low, but price has not broken low. Is it enough? Yeah, I think that's enough. Bull div here down on the 5, reapproaching. Let's see. Looking for 36,866 today. Probably during the live. We keep seeing these patterns repeat, man. You have a sell-off, right? This just keeps happening on different time frames. You have a sell-off, you have a lower high. Didn't really make it back a significant retracement, not even to the 0.5. Lower low, but very muted lower low. Then you come right back up, to the initial rejection, and then you put in higher lows. We keep seeing it over and over and over again. Keep seeing it. Something like that. I guess we could make a trade based on it. We have one placed a lot lower. I don't like the risk to reward though. I see something like that. I don't even want to place it. I don't even want to place it. I don't like the risk to reward. There we go. So quit around dot. What's up, Cisco Kid? What's up, Ivan Magi? What are the numbers in chat for? Big Yet token made an all-time high today. Centralized shit, man. We don't want to get that. You tried giving Cardano a chance a year ago. Your friend told you how great it is. He ended up selling every Cardano he owned, and you're still here. He's not. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. I got my Cardano just sitting on my wallet collecting Cardano for I don't even know how many years now. Many. How have we not? We haven't hit 420 likes. Are you serious? I'm trying not to yell about the likes as much because it's obnoxious. We have to be at 420. We still have 700 viewers. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. 702 of the sexiest, smartest, most successful viewers. I love it. We have 420. We have 420 likes. There we go. We did it. Guys, we did it again. It's a sign. We keep getting 420 likes. Viewership numbers are up. People are actually subscribing again. Someone joined the Patreon today. Holy shit. Times are changing. If you haven't felt the change in energy yet, I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying not to get you guys too hyped. What's up, RJ? Also throwing in a little subscriber there. I love it. You guys are amazing. You did it. You came together as a team and succeeded, and that's just what we do on this channel. That's what we do on the Discord and in the Patreon. Hell yeah. You know what? I missed ADA. I meant to do ADA earlier. I did not. My bad. My B. My B. Hey. 88 is at 36 cents. It has not hit 41. Has not reached 41 cents yet. That's the major upside resistance in my view. Does look like it's struggling a little bit here on the weekly from May's high. Might be looking for a retracement. Let's see. I don't even know if that long hit. I don't know if that one hit or not. But if we see a major retracement across the markets, I think that trade is just open for business again. 31 cents. We longed 31 and shorted 41 so many times in 20. Back in 23. No, yeah. Wow, that was this year? Oh my god. Oh, that's weird. That short got riggedy wrecked. I don't know if that one filled or we'll just count it as filled. Same play. Might be in play. Let's see. Right around the 618.5. I mean, your guess is as good as mine. We might see it hit 41 first. You have come back to the previous daily resistance. You have a little wick here. Maybe you look for this, but I wouldn't take this. These ones just keep getting wrecked. Something like that. Yeah, 3-1. There we go. I'll take it. See how that plays out. Looks good. Alerts added. Hasn't quite tapped that monthly resistance yet. Weird. Weird. We're losing viewers. No, I have to be more entertaining, guys. How can I be more entertaining? I have to be more entertaining. No, I'm just kidding. THETA. I saw THETA moving. What is THETA? Does anybody know? Okay, he asked about Fed a long time ago. I'll pull up Fed. I'll pull up Fed while I read the chat. What is THETA? I have seen it kind of sneak its way into the top, what, 100 or 300? Wow, Fed. I like that. Pull back to resistance. Move higher to resistance. Hasn't quite filled yet. See something like that. 38.9 cents. Almost tested it today. Or maybe you did. Maybe you did test it today. %15 downside. That is hefty. That is hefty. It might be hard. That might be a hard sell for me. Let me see. TIA is an AI coin. What does that mean? So guys, I'm just going to be that party pooper. What does a coin need? What does AI need with a coin? And what does a coin need with AI? How do they interact? Start smoking a stove. Well, soon, baby. Take the shirt off. I've been going to the gym, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm catching up with Jason Casper. I'll never be that big, but catching up, baby. Big Bitcoin go up more slowly, baby. Chasing candles does get you wrecked. Tina's an old girlfriend of yours? I'm bearish on it then. Bearish on old girlfriends. I don't even have a freaking chart. Also, you know what? I want to put a poll. I've been debating doing like maybe 2 times a week, like a non-live. It could be live, but a really short, like 15-minute live, where we do like just kind of a weekly update maybe. For people who don't have time to tune to the streams all the time. What do you think? Here, let me put the options. 1 a week. We'll do 2 a week, more than 2, and then we'll do no. I don't like that idea. No, I don't like that idea. There we go. Curious. Give me your honest feedback, because it will make a difference. If there's enough interest in this, absolutely I'm going to do it. Absolutely going to do it. Tia was an airdrop. Brah. This is going to be such a shitter. This is going to be such a shitter. It's probably got like a week and a half of trading. Yup. November, October. It's got 13 days of trading. There's very little, if anything, we can do to this chart, man. Why is on Coinbase there's... Is this Celestia? Okay, it is. That's all the history there is. Yeah, there's not going to be a lot we can do here. I think the measured move has already been cooked. That's kind of spicy. Kind of spicy, though. If we had looked at this earlier, we could have identified these levels. And it's actually pretty interesting. We see this happen a lot. When you use your Fibonacci extension tool to try to project into price discovery, once the high breaks and you enter price discovery, you look for a move to the 1618. And if it's really got legs, the 2. Kind of cool here. Moved up to it. Not the cleanest 1618. But I do like this. You moved past it, back tested it, hit the 2, back tested it. There's a trade here. I would not take this trade. Not on leverage. Maybe if I thought, if I cared about this, maybe I would look for some kind of spot. Maybe. But this could be done. Take profit's going to be hard. What do we do? It looks like the high was at almost $6. What do we want to target? Like 7? 57? Something? $6.96, so just $7, yeah. There we go. Could see something like this played. I'm not going to play it. I would probably only ever consider it on spot. If I did this spot too, probably would also give it a little more downside here, a little more drawdown. You just have so little history that the confidence like is so low. Like if this was a chart that was traded for years, it broke out. Like look at this. You have a back test of the high right away on the hourly. If this was a chart that traded for a long time, I'd be like, all right, well, if you get an entry at $3, that's probably great. We have no idea if there'll be any support here of any real meaning. The total volume of this is not very high. So what I'm going to do is I will place an alert. I do have this theoretical trade setup. I think it's a little impatient. Little impatient. But I'm just going to leave it at that. There's THETA. What's the health of the Quant chart? What's up, bean juice? Bean juice bond. That's bond juice. Bean bond juice. My alerts are not working. It's cool. It's all right. We got 420 likes. It's freaking Monday. I'm feeling good. I like it. Make sure you guys are still subscribing though. Actually, we've done this the last few streams and I actually really like it. If you're new to this channel today, if this is the first time or, you know, maybe the second time or something that you've ever found this channel, you've ever found us live, can you let me know in the chat and tell me how you found us? Was it through search? Was it on your homepage? Did you watch a different video and it sent you here? I'm curious because we keep seeing more and more of these and I like it. Did this fill? Huh. I don't really remember this one. That's okay. Quant. Looks like we did get a fill, whether that was at 96.38 or not. Looks like we got a fill. 5-1. Cool. Quant. So the best part, just opening this up, the best part I see about Quant right now is you had your move up, a pullback, and a higher high. That's how you build an uptrend. That's the elementary pieces of an uptrend. This one got riggedy wrecked. He turned off days. Starting an uptrend. Where might the uptrend go? 618, 126, 0.5 sitting at like 116. Both decent levels. Falls in a leverage position from lower than, I don't know, from 696 or lower, our entry. I'd probably be looking to lock in some profit up here. This would be between 117, 126, 125. Your 0.5 or 0.618 retracements. This move does look like it has broken this downtrend, so I think in that sense it's looking pretty healthy. I like this bleeding. It's not fun while it's happening, but when it's over, bleeding can lead to very explosive moves to the upside. This really is struggling, isn't it? Let's see. BTC pair will tell us when we're not sure. We look at the BTC pair. Because it will help us. It will guide us and tell us if something is doing well or not. Oof. Definitely could look prettier, man. Papito! My papito. My baby papito. My pipito. How are you, brother? Broing it up. I love it. Let's get rid of a bunch of this shit. You know what? Let's just clear it. This is an old chart. I'm getting back into the vibe, into the groove of the BTC charts. It's time, baby. It's time. It does not look awesome. Be honest. It does not look awesome. Monthly fair value gap down here, 0.022. That's only a 20% downside. That's pretty big, but only. Nothing else really lines up there. I do see clear resistance. Going to sit right here, 0.003. You actually have a bunch layered here. This whole area kind of packed with resistance. However, not a lot of resistance from current price back to 0.035, and that's a pretty big gain. Remember, when you gain against Bitcoin, that if you gain against Bitcoin and Bitcoin is going up, you are seeing a compounding gain in dollars. 25% to the upside. Just back to resistance, that's pretty likely. It is sketchy because you got about a 20% upside and a 20% downside to resistance or support. That makes it a little sketchier. Wow, that looks pretty bad though. I don't love this BTC pair. Right there. Yep, and then the next, if you can break this, you can break through this area of resistance, you have pretty clear sailing back up to 0.05, maybe 0.06, similar to Ethereum. You're really deep in your retracement, but at least on the weekly, it does look like that's slowing down. Might be able to do this. Might be able to snipe these lows. Looking for an entry at 0.02, 0.027-ish. Stop. Gonna be tricky AF. I think I would just look left to June's low here and give it just a little bit. 10% downside. Could be worse. Ooh, you almost get a 3-to-1 right back there. I like it. I like it. That's not a bad trade. Not a bad trade. QNT. Not loving what I'm seeing, but we've seen a lot of charts change what we're seeing. Dollar pair does look like it's starting a rally that has some legs here. BTC pair looks kind of crappy, but you do have a pretty clear launch up for like 20%. And if not, I think the next downside target is pretty much locked and loaded right there at 0.022. Ta-da. STX. All right, I saw a few people ask for it. By the way, Pickle, if you're still time stamping, you probably are good on timestamps. Probably. No. I don't know how long we've been live. Pickle, can you give me a time check? How long have I been live? Let me see what the poll's saying. Only 160 votes. More than 2? You guys have to... I should have put this in there. When we do those videos, I probably won't be like doing our long streams. So it isn't a free lunch. It is giving something up. Man, that never got filled. Womp womp. Still could though. I'm not necessarily betting on it, but at this point, you still have lower highs. You still have a relatively flat bottom. Most coins are breaking out of this pattern, but it's not impossible you see 35 cents on STX. Not impossible. I don't know if I would actually bet on it yet, but possible. That long may end up getting filled. What I do notice with my eyes, right around here, 73 cents. We could call it 69 cents. Nice, just because we like to. Do have a neckline established. So what you might be looking for, pull back, let's say 50 cents, and then a retest, and that would look pretty good. Two to one, not my favorite. Definitely possible. I just like the way it looks on the chart. Daily, weekly, actually looking much stronger than many, so maybe that's a little preemptive. Daily, I think, kind of going along the lines of looking for that little bit of a pullback. 50 cents might be too low. Is your weekly order block, though? Like, I'm looking for a pullback. Like, of course, this could happen, but I'm looking for a pullback that doesn't exceed the previous shoulder potential. That makes sense. Then I'm looking for a move, back test, and go. You know what's interesting is this kind of looks like Bitcoin 2019. Like, this is, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but if you add in this like final March crash, it looks a lot like Bitcoin in 2019. Like you would then look for consolidating April, May, pop up, move back down, and then just higher lows. I'm really not saying this is going to happen. I'm just kind of amused at how well this looks. That would look just like 2019 for Bitcoin into 2020. Certainly is not evidence that it's going to happen, but it's interesting. This move here, like 14K down, this is October, squeeze through the 200, low, double top, and then drop into March. Rip. Maybe the thumbnail is real. Maybe it's not clickbait. What's up, Chirpow's lost data? Can we get you into the hands of Chirpow ASAP? Let me see who else is here. Alex Wells, Andre, anyone, Andruska. Good to see you, man. Slay in the Discord. Love it. Everybody else join. Be like Andruska. What's up? AR Edits, Bean Juice, obviously. Chirpow's lost data. Crypto High. Sharknado. Daniel Lehman. Douglas 68. Emmett Coyle. Still here. Love it, man. GT Nuts. It's Jerkus. Ivan, Jack and a Crack, Johnny B, Lawrence, Marco Velar, MCP, Nico Lozy, Olumide Orukotan, Paul, Pepito, Raul, Suppressive 5, Pickle, Tim Johnson, Training by Audric, still here, man, love it. Trainwreck, VZ, Fat Cat, Web, Werbonics, Admin, and Monkey. Oh my guys, good to have you. Good to have you. What else are we looking at today? I missed Andre subscribing, M. Saiful Rizal subscribing, and Salahil Kamasi. What chads? Love it. FTT bad news. FTT is bad news, man. I don't know why people aren't like putting money in it. If you guys want to know the truth about FTT, about Luna right now, I know a lot of people want to know the truth. Here's the truth that I believe. I believe that after one of the most meteoric crashes in crypto, we are just seeing leverage unwinding. So all of the shorts all the way down, that slowly, eventually it stopped going down after like 99.9%. Price moving up very slowly as there's very little selling pressure. It capitulated. Nobody, very few people, if anyone, are buying spot thinking they're going to sell it much higher. Very little spot selling pressure left because it all just got wiped out. Now we're seeing very small amounts of volume capable of pushing price up, and that's slowly squeezing and unraveling shorts, which is resulting in market buys as they liquidate and close. That is the truth. That is my truth. That is what I think is happening. Interesting, we see Fracshare. Let's see what's moving right now. Fracshare up. Maker, TIA, Optimism. I missed Optimism. Look at Optimism. I know you guys asked about that earlier. I'm putting an alert here at our target. OP. Great name. OP is a great name. I don't know if I like the coin, but great name. All right, let's start over on this. It's been a long time. Optimism, looking optimistic. I'm optimistic. $1.61 monthly resistance. You're flying. You're higher. You hit a higher high. Trading at $1.87. Not bad. On the month, you'd look for like 270. See what the weekly's got for us. 220. Honestly, it's just like solid AF. August high taken out, closed, highest point since May of 23 this year. You've moved higher already in this week. Market Cipher B on the week, not too bad either. Doesn't line up well. Doesn't line up too well either. Beautiful. Well, that's solid AF. Similar to MATIC here. Pushed up past resistance, back tested, moved higher. Looking remarkably like MATIC on that daily. Remarkably. MATIC literally about to move higher during this stream, it looks like. Going for that dollar target, baby. Let's go. I like that setup. $1.74. Technically have untested resistance as support. Could see something like this played. I'm not interested in this one, but hey. What, to 220? It does get silly. You can see on this chart kind of this inefficiency between where price is right now and 210, something like that. 210 going all the way back for optimism. Was where you started trading. I think this is on Binance. It was your high in August of 22. You broke past it in January of 23. You tried to hold it as support over and over and over again. You painted lower highs. You finally broke and dumped. Now you're back above August's high. I think you're coming back here. I think you're going back to 210. Might see a trip to $1.74 first, though. That would be pretty nice. This honestly does look like maybe one of the more ripperish ones. Problem is, market ordering in here. What do you got? You got a 12% upside, 6% downside to support. Actually, I wouldn't take this, but whatever. That's so close. There's really no point of doing that. Oh well. This will be one that gets ripped, but that's okay. Something like that. Oh wait, why did I put the entry above where price even is? That's weird. Two to one. Hate it. Hate it. Oh well. Oh well. Let me see. I have too many alerts really quick. Guys, a great time to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't. Check out the Patreon. You'd have to join the Discord. None of the actual stuff's on the Patreon. We had our first new member, sign up today since we started it back up. Love it. Shout out to Elijah. Shout out to the Elijah. Wow, YFI does not care, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's moved higher during the stream. Everything just slowly moving today. Not the spiciest day, even though we had 700-ish, 50-ish viewing. Oh my god, the man himself. The man himself. Senor Gasper. I don't know why my alert box isn't playing, bro. I don't know. Let me give that a heart in real time. And let me give this man a shout out. Guys, if you don't follow, I mean, y'all know who Jason Casper is. Very talented, great trader, live streamer. Very similar, but obviously some different content than us. Very similar. You guys will love him. Great dude, personal friend of mine. Check him out. Links in the video description, or links in the chat. Great dude. 10 out of 10, bro. Easy. If he lived a little closer, maybe we'd hang out. The two trades you chose aren't moving the correct way. Tell us about them. Can I check meme, please? Well, I can open the chart for you. Wow, I don't even have a chart. I know we made one. It must have gotten deleted. I can open the chart for you, man, but I can tell you right now what I'm going to say. There's not going to be a lot to go on. It's not going to be a lot. Not going to be a lot to go on. I know we had a chart of this, though. Not a lot to go on, man. 10 cents wick high. I mean, you could aim for that. That's like a 3x. Could look to take profit at either of these extensions. I'm not going to long this because it is a shitter. It's a shitter coin. There are going to be a bunch of tears. This coin will bring tears, I promise. Could see something like this, looking to play to 4.3. You could take it from the 618 down here at 2.3. That's not a bad trade, but I don't like it. Basically, I see distribution at 2.6 cents. Fell to your low, found support around 1.7. You set higher lows before breaking that accumulation distribution at 2.6. Technically, you've traded higher as you have a wick at 10 cents. I mean, if you're feeling moonish on it, that's probably where you're looking. I could definitely see something like this. Coming on down to that 2.6, it was resistance. Did not get tested as support on the way up. Good luck, man. There's just like zero history to work with. I get degeneracy. I get just having fun trading, looking for gains and stuff. I just don't get why someone would look at this and have a long-term like conviction for something like this. Don't know. Maybe I'm just getting too old for this shit. There we go. Bitcoin finally reaching up to our target. I saw Coins Chick ask about Bonk the other day. I didn't look at it. Yeah, we can pull it up. I know when we looked at Bonk originally, yeah, it was like one of those where we did. So here you go. Here's a great example. I was just yelling about meme, right? When we looked at Bonk, we had like this much history. Look at all the lines and stuff we put for Bonk. None of it really was in play. When you have limited history, you have limited data, you have just less confidence. You have less to go on. Same comment about Bonk as I have for meme. I'm not sure why someone would have like a long-term, like, this coin is going to change the world kind of thing. I guess that's the difference between Bitcoin and the shitters. It's like, Bitcoin already has changed the world. Doing more every day. You can see the long term. Alright, doesn't look terrible. Looking back here, little daily order block resistance here, similar to memes, what, like 2.6 cents, similar kind of thing. Did not make a tier deep retracement, move back up. Could take a really risky long right there. It's a risky knifey long, but I don't know. What else do you want? I can see two potential spots to look for a long. Either one of these. This would be a solid support to test. This would really just be a retracement. Looking left, I mean, there was some support here that was tested as resistance. Potentially a long. I don't love that one. And we're back to here. You get a crazy risk to reward there. Hard part's to stop. I don't even know where you place one. Down here, you have a little bit more guidance on that stop. You can use one of these lows. This looks like a spot. Looks like it's like a spot trade to me. Could see this. Or something like that. Either way, that all-time high does look pretty likely. This is a pretty deep retracement. You really pushed into it. I don't love the inefficiency here. That's why I think targeting a lower support is better. You definitely have inefficiency here as well, but you do have a pretty solid bleed here, or filling of those levels. So that inefficiency, in my opinion, is less likely to get checked. I can see either of these trades working. Crap, I'm out of alerts. God! Trading view, I have like 400 alerts, man. Never mind, I thought Professor Beans was below me. Ta-da! Ta-da! Wish Jason Casper was still here. Love to have him on. Love to get him on this channel. My guy. My guy. How can I play a cool Web3 game? Well, you have to first wait for one to be invented. Then you can play it. That's probably the steps in that order. Ooh, Tia Jess subscribed. I missed that one. What's up, Tia Jess? 302. I asked Pickle for a time check and then totally didn't read the chat after. It was just like, Pickle time check, and then it was like back to being ADD and in the zone. Back to being in the zone, baby. Back to the zone. Back to the pow. Back to the pow. Did you know that they took her gerbs? Did you know they took her gerbs? Let's see. Looks like only 11% of us don't like the idea of short kind of weekly update. That is actually better than I expected. That means that, yeah, roughly 90% of you, at least some interest. I like that. Here's my commitment. If we start doing these, all I ask is that you watch them. That's it. MATIC ribbon going to $1 today, as we were looking for. There it is, 94, 94, whatever cents. I think $1 is the clean number to look for. Though that is technically the horizontal right here. Maybe we should tweet it. I think it's like a good kind of like shitposty day. Let's just say MATIC $1 incoming. Let me. I find that screenshots do better when I remove the labels. There you go. MATIC $1 incoming. Incoming. Yeah, that's looking incredibly likely. Tweet it. You can follow me on Twitter. Highly recommend it. Very entertaining if I do say so myself. We're at 2 hours. Bitcoin just hitting the target for the end stream. Originally we had what, looked for a long here, I guess. Could look for a short there. Let me reevaluate. Little potential on the 1. Little potential on the 5. Bitcoin hitting the 618. Well, we're live, baby. Another one in the books. Another successful hit in the books. We did not turn around right away. Still could happen. Still could happen. Watching this play out. We're monitoring the data as it comes in. As Chirp House says. 1 minute it's starting to shape up. Like definitely was giving us a rolling over signal here. And then with this higher low, like maybe 4 minutes ago, actually pulling itself up by its bootstraps here. You got like head and shoulders, rollover, signal confirmed. Nope. Nope. All while putting in higher momentum highs, higher VWAP lows. I think we still move. Could come back down to 36.8, kind of tap it on the other side. Could tap it on the other side. I like it. I'm gonna put this trade in the Discord. I don't know if I actually copy pasted it there. I'm gonna put this in the Discord. Just another little bonus for being in there. You'll also get free BTC airdrop to you at the end of every live. Win Tom Crown sats. Those are the most valuable sats in the universe. Just so you know. Anything else moving? Anything else grooving? Thank you, NOY2K. Appreciate you, man. Long on coins chick. Always long on coins chick. Always. Wi-Fi is doing things. It is doing things. I mean, it's tempting. It's tempting. It's teasing me with visions of this like 70% move to the upside. It's tempting me. I want to see today close though. Close above 10.5 and you could see like 17 kind of quick. It's getting very spicy. It's weird though because not a lot of other things are moving right now. Optimism putting in highs here. MATIC putting in some highs intraday, going to $1. Bitcoin really lackluster. Then you just have like a few of these things actually popping. It feels like the bull market. Like that, I don't know. Feels like the bull market, guys. MATIC, or not MATIC. Yes, MATIC, but also Maker. MATIC crossing 95. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, oh, did we get a little snaky fill here? Oh, yes, we did. Ooh, that is good. That is good to go. Wow, nice. That's quite a trade. Quite a trade. Looking for a 16% upside on that. Quite a trade. Beautiful. Beautiful is like classic trade too. Order block, 0.5 retrace, untested, broken resistance, not tested as support. Finally comes back down, fills, and then immediately moves up. That's a meatball. I don't know. That's a spicy meatball. Weekly looks great. I will say that Maker was actually one of the first to really kind of catch my attention to the upside. Maker as a coin hasn't made huge progress. I guess it has. Moved from 500 to 1600 this year, but not really catching attention and just sneaking up. It was doing these moves early. We hadn't seen other coins really run yet. I think Bitcoin was still in the 30K, 31 to like whatever range. Maker, not MATIC, Maker. Kind of surprising. 1535, definitely looking for a solid test of that in this month. These monthly candles look beautiful. You're painting efficient price action on the way up. That's what you like to see. 2000 looks incredibly likely. I would say even before the end of the year. It's your upside resistance on the monthly. This 1500 is more of like a psychological level. Really only became horizontal when October opened there and September closed. That's looking pretty damn good, man. That's looking pretty good. What else? Is anything else doing that? FXS, frac shares. I don't even know what that is. Big Cat token can suck a nut. Do I even have a chart? No. Exchange tokens. Exchange tokens are such dangerous bets. The only reason I even bought BNB was because it was the first one. This was like 2018. I would not be investing in exchange tokens now, personally. Maybe it's gonna moon, but you know who has all of the supply, and you know what they're gonna do with it. Gonna take profits. And they, on their exchange, they can see all of your stop losses, all of your positions. They know everything. It's a dangerous game. Dangerous game. Let's set an alert for 60. I don't have any more alerts, son of a bitch. TIA, yeah, we looked at TIA, Lido. Filecoin. Is Filecoin doing anything finally? We've kind of like glanced at it a few times. Nah, not quite yet. Getting there. But not quite there yet. Bitcoin chilling out. Looking pretty good, though. Looking pretty good. I like it. Gina is waiting. I miss Gina. Haven't seen her in so long, man. I believe we looked at FTM. BNB has its own network. Well, that's true now, but it didn't used to. 2 hours in, loading name. Bro, we did 4 hours on Thursday, or like 5. Taxes are easy with the program, true. Hate to do Tom's taxes. Well, that's why I have a CPA. Highly recommend it, man. X 10% 1 hour. Dude, I don't know how people are buying Hex 99.9% down. With all the stuff on Richard Hart going on, the SEC. Good luck. Yeah, could this turn into a large rally? Sure. We've seen lots of coins do it. It's happening a lot lately. The probability of it is better than usual. But come on. This is the freaking gnarliest chart, man. I mean, there are worse. Hex in September was at almost 60 cents. And then 2 years later, last month in October, was down at 0.002 cents. That's more than a 99% downside. I don't know. Playing it back up to like 1.8 cents possible. I already hit 1 cent. Kind of looks potentially like a double top. I don't know, dude. This is not a great bet. It's just not the horse that I look at. Not the horse, man. Wish you the best out there. Anybody really heavily invested in Hex, don't wish anything bad on you. There we go, a little pullback. But how are people buying that still? That's wild. I guess people are still buying meme and whatever, right? So who am I to judge? Bonk. Leash. All right, I'll pull up Leash just because I have no idea what we're going to see. Should be called the sweet, soothing sound of Rawl. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Is Leash even traded on anything yet? Finally. Doge killer. Well, let's call a spade, man. Unsuccessful in its mission. Doge still very much alive. This has a 0% chance of killing Doge, though I'm not really convinced that was ever like a good faith argument. Monthly 460. Damn, the supply of this has to be pretty small if it's at 300. Which is irrelevant. Doesn't matter what the supply is, but just most of these shitters are like 0.00000000003. Yeah, like 450, 460 to 480. This zone looks pretty likely. Well, on the daily, it could look worse. This is actually a pretty nice looking base. You've got somewhere there's a neckline. Somewhere. Strong resistance. Well, strong support, technically. I haven't fully back tested it, but this chart's probably pretty low liquidity, so maybe you have, and these wicks are just confusing. I mean, I like this base, and to be honest, it does look a good amount like this. You have like a low, you fall, you have a low, you fall, higher low. I can see that. Daily just rolling over, but the worst. VWAP and momentum already pinched. You have this green day. That's probably the reason for it, though. Yeah, I don't know. There you go. That's what you get for Leash. Maybe we'll look at it another time. Maybe. Feels like 69 again. What's up, Dickens? Dickens Cider. I like that name. What's up, Peace? Christopher Stars is back, man. Good to see you. Crypto Mel. Danielle Daybolt. Daniel, my bad. Daybolt. Digital Asset DGen. Good to see you, bro. Evan. Fahad. Hasib Hat. Lawrence S. Loading name. Seeing the new people. I'm Ninja Forf. RJ. Real Boss, man. Up to no good. Voxy's token. Probably looking at Voxy's. Woodrow Procer XCal Lion. Love it. Love it. This has been pretty not that interesting, but that's okay. That's okay. It's been a great time with my favorite people. If you guys haven't checked out on our on the homepage, I have published 3 long form videos that are doing really well. 2 are about Lux Algo. One is a fair review of some crypto exchanges, some things you'd be looking for. Highly recommend you check them out after the live, guys. More are coming, but these are incredibly produced, incredibly great information, well explained, easy to watch, because goddamn, they just look amazing. They look amazing. Check them out. Make sure to join the Discord. Check in on the Discord to learn about the Patreon. Just starting up again. We've got some discounted memberships, limited, available. That's right. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I missed? It's been a pretty good stream, actually. I enjoyed it. I appreciate every single one of you showing up. We had mad numbers. TikTok challenge subscribed in the last second. Love it. I think till it gets spicy again, Hubenstein, my guy. That's how you keep me. That's how you keep me here. Keep subscribing last second. Come on, someone else, real quick. But ask about the Patreon and the Discord. We're still building it out. I'm gonna make it worth your time and your money. Appreciate you guys. We'll be live Wednesday. If it gets spicy, we'll be live again tonight or at 2 a.m. or tomorrow. That's why you want to be in the Discord. Shout out to FEMX. Sign up using my link today. Link in the video description below. They're my favorite crypto exchange. Been with them for years. No issues. If you guys have any problems, if you use my link, you have any issues with them, you can say something in the Discord. I'll bring it right to them. You guys know I know the CEO, etc. Use my link. You get some bonuses, trading discounts, whatever. Entered for giveaways, etc. I will see you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in.